So we're talking about bullying, and we're talking about teaching our children to use their wits, to walk away, ignore, talk it out and seek help. And in this video, we're just talking about talking it out. Now, of course, talking it out can take a load of different forms. And one of the best ways, obviously, if they can, is for the child to stand up for themselves. But this has to be done in a very specific way, one that doesn't show a huge amount of emotion so that the bully isn't getting their kicks by knowing that they're feeling vulnerable by it. And we can help our children by role-playing it. You know, what sort of phrases might they use? Why are you doing this? Does this make you feel good? Those types of phrases that turn the tables on the bully and embarrasses them can be very effective in shutting things down. But of course, standing up to bullies is overwhelming for the best of us, even as an adult. So it may just not be appropriate, and pushing our children into that situation might be just too much for them. So of course, in those circumstances, we want the teachers to be involved in the talking it out. And if they can, mediating a conversation between them to see whether or not there can be some resolution. But that has to be done very artfully. We're not talking about dragging the two people into a room, having them, discuss what's happened, shaking hands at the end and then walking out. And that aftermath of the bully turning around and going, well, that means nothing, don't you? Which we've all experienced. So we have to trust our teachers to really use the tools and keep monitoring the situation and make sure that those conversations keep happening and that matters keep evolving. And as parents, our job is to really sit on that and make sure that it's not a one-off conversation and that everything is being done to make sure that the bullying is stopped and nipped in the bud on a continuous basis, if that makes sense. One of the best ways of talking it out and making a difference that I love and found really surprising but makes lots of sense is when a bystander gets involved. And this is, when another kid sees what's going on and steps in and speaks up where the bullied child can't. And again, using the same sorts of phrases like, stop it, you're being mean, you're being unkind. Calling out that behaviour in a very short way, not piling into a he said, she said so that everything explodes, but just shutting everything down. And of course, if we want our children to be able to benefit from those types of interventions when they need them, then we have to teach them how to do it for others as well. And we have to do it for others too. Always bearing in mind that sometimes it might be dangerous to step in. So there is an art and it is a constant conversation. Parents talking it out is a really tricky one, not one that most people recommend. Certainly from my point of view, maybe in primary school it can work. If you know the other parent, you have a good relationship and you catch things early. Otherwise, you're going to be looking at the mama bear response and it's really all going to go downhill. But conversations are conversations and we need to keep having them, don't we? Even if they are awkward. And maybe we need the parents to get together with the teacher as the mediator. And of course, one of the things about talking it out is it doesn't have to be confrontational. We can just sit and listen to our children while they talk in a safe place about what's going on and how it's making them feel. And then we can talk with them about the things that we can do together to try and resolve the situation. So let's keep talking.